Okay, everybody, here we are. Welcome back to the Scob channel on what might be the last episode of our Republican Spain playthrough. If you will remember, through the last round of horrible frame rate issues, which are hopefully resolved now, we got kind of boned. We got kind of super duper boned. Alright, let me be honest there. I made a series of decisions that resulted in the total and complete boning of everything we had done in the Spanish Civil War. Yeah, things look like this right now. Not great. Not great at all. In the slightest bit. Things are rough. We are completely surrounded. We are having our land driven upon by the Germans. The only thing that's keeping us in is the fact that we are around Madrid and that is a city. So, I don't see this one working out for us, as I've said. Now that I'm looking at it, the surroundation is not as terrible as it was in the past, which is pretty cool. We did work on our research. We do have that crucial 5th research slot. I don't want to be hopeful about this, but if I'm being honest, I kind of am. Let's go through. Let's take a look. Pointless, because we can't do anything. We don't really have any factories left, and we need to be producing infantry equipment. And really, you know, we need to be producing supplies, support equipment, more so than anything else, really. So let's get rid of you. I'm now realizing I don't know how to do that. That's okay, whatever. We don't have any steel. We're not importing anything. So we're just going to say go. We're just going to say go and see what happens. They are attacking us, and we're desperately trying to defend. And that's sort of the reality of our situation right now. There's nothing else to do about it. As I talked last time, if this, for some bizarre If I'm being totally honest, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen the United States actually join the Allies. I have played many games of this. Many games to fruition. And I've never seen the United States join the Allies. Is that weird? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I guess just... That's pretty cool. Good for them. Good for the Allies. Does that mean that Japan is attacking them? It doesn't. No, they're not. Because, no, the Allies... Well, no, the Allies are at war with everyone. So I guess... Yeah, the Japanese aren't even a part of... No, they're not even a part of the Axis. So I guess the USA just got tired of sitting around and jumped in. Well, you know what? As someone who did that too, I can tell you how it goes. Not well. Here we go. Not well at all. Like I said the last time, the best thing we can hope at this point is that it... Cool, now we're at war with the United States. That's right, I forgot we were fighting the Allies. God, this is a disaster. Oh, look at that. And Poland ceded Danzig. We really messed up history in this one. You know what? If there's one thing you can say about this whole mess, it's that we really did a number on history. Just a total obliteration of everything and anything that could be considered historical relevancy in this game. Poland just ceded Danzig. Germany gets this focus called Danzig or War, which is historically what happened. They went to the Poles and they said, you give us this or we go to war. And the Poles said, nuh-uh, and they invaded, and that's how World War II started. Something different happened this time. The Poles said, deal with it. And they did. They left Danzig, so that's pretty cool. The Brits are sort of leaving us alone right now, which is cool because it kind of means that the Germans are pressing in on them, which is not cool. What I want to do, and I don't know how possible this is... Nope, we're leaving it. That's what we're doing, we're leaving it. We're not... We got a good thing going, we are working with it. How are the Soviets doing? Are they doing any sort of fighting? Nope, not really. Because who are they going to fight? They're at war with the world, but it's not doing anything. Oh, that means that the Soviet Union is at war with the United States. Whoa, predictions. We got our artillery upgrade. That's pretty cool. That's pretty helpful. Could we get a support dude? Recon? It's not super helpful. Field hospital 2? Yeah, I guess that'd be helpful at this point. Pretty helpful. Letting the wheels of time grind onwards. Yeah, so they're about to take over the rest of us, the Republic in Spain. We're at 74% capitulation. I don't know how much. Let's see how much that goes up. The United Kingdom, strangely enough, 58% towards capitulation. How is that happening? Did someone invade the United Kingdom? No. And they're absolutely obliterating in Africa. I guess they're just unhappy for some reason. They're just not happy with it. Fine by me, if you ask me. So now we're at 79 after they took our northwest port. Let's see how long we can hang in there. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. So if you're a fascist or a communist country and you fight in on another country, then you take that territory. You don't liberate it. It becomes yours. And that's what the Germans are doing to us right now. Because they're taking the Brits here, they are actually taking our land and occupying it. And that sucks. We really didn't want that to happen. But I guess if I had to choose between someone who I'm not at war with and someone with whom I am at war, I would choose the latter. Oh boy. See, now this is making me think that we should justify a war goal on Germany. We should justify against Germany and then fight them again. How are we doing over here in the Soviet Union? They've done all this good stuff. Okay, so they're about to run into their whole series of diplomatic foci. Maybe we want to wait for our big brothers to the east and see how they deal with the Poles and the Germans then. Maybe that's a better decision here. So yeah, we're still totally surrounded. We're still totally lacking everything, all supplies in totality. But the Germans are coming. I mean, that's the opposite of what we said we wanted to happen at the beginning of this playthrough. Not great. We are low on dudes, but the next thing we can go to, we're at all adults serve. The only thing we can go to next was scraping the barrel, and that's rough. That would get us 25 after 20. Let's see. Free manpower, total manpower, we'd only get 200,000 more dudes. Let's save that for... I don't have I can't finish that sentence. There's nothing to finish that sentence with, because what are we going to save it for? A time when we aren't being completely obliterated? Because that's what's happening. Alright, Mountain Infantry 2, cool. So now our brave, terrible mountain men are stronger, which is great, because we have a lot of them, and they're great. I love mountain men. What is there to research? You can get rocket artillery, that's fun. Not really helpful. You know what, if we got computing machine... No, you know what, we need resources, that's right, because we don't even have steel anymore. Although I don't think it's going to be that helpful, all things considered. So here come the Germans, they've got some motorized, good for them. They're coming in, they've got all kinds of stuff that we don't have. We don't have anything, we have mostly... Let's look at what our composition is. We are almost entirely infantry. We have 4 heavy tanks, pretty good, and a bunch of mountain men. And as you can see, we are completely unable to actually recruit at this point because we're just not, we don't have the supply. Okay, so the Germans are beating the British off. Watch it. And they have occupied our land. And we can't do anything about it since we are not in their faction, nor will we ever be. But we are researching. I'm blown away that this is still going on. I am totally blown away that this is still going on. What are you going to do about it? Nice encirclement, Germany. Way to go. I think that after this catastrophe finishes off, I think I am going to do a Republican, a Democratic Germany playthrough for you. Because it's a lot of fun. It's a tremendous, tremendous amount of fun. You know, as I'll talk about in that playthrough, basically the problem with playing Nazi Germany is that you're playing Nazi Germany. Literally the worst bad guys in the history of bad guys. Are you ready for this? I'm about to make another poor decision. So the way you solve that problem is that you make them democracy. And that does a lot of really interesting things to your game. And we'll talk about it. It basically makes their national foci really interesting. Okay, so here comes the Death Squad. We are going to fight in on the Brits. We are going to blast out. We are going to explode from Madrid like 1,000 bulls being run. There's your Spanish color for you. And we're going to take back some of our damn land. Because, come on. Slow work to start, but look at that. Look at that. Ah, we got one of them. We're working in on him. We just got ideological fanaticism, which puts us at the end of the tech tree, which gives us a pretty cool bonus research time for anything that the Soviets already have, which is cool. And here we go. Fight, fight, fight. Go, boys, go. Do what you gotta do. Come on, the Death Squad. Brave, terrible mountain men. This is a disaster. See, look at the struggle we're having in just fighting off these, like, pathetic British units. There's one dude. They have air superiority. We're attacking from multiple directions. It's basically the only thing we have on them. The Brits are just completely outclassing us in every conceivable realm. The Germans have half our country. Nothing's going on right. The Brits are landing in northern France, and it doesn't look like the Germans are able to do anything about it. Probably because they're bailing our butts out. They aren't really bailing our butts out. They're being real bastard opportunists, which sucks. Anti-fascist diplomacy, that's what I'm talking about. They are going to beat the Germans for us. And by for us, I mean for us. That's what's going to happen too. This game is called Spain Gets Bailed Out by much bigger and stronger powers. Yeah, there's just so many of them. They're just all hanging out down in Gibraltar, which I'd love to take. It's sort of a race to Gibraltar. If I can get Gibraltar out of this whole exchange, then I would consider this a reasonable success. If I don't get Gibraltar, then it's not a success in the slightest. It's still not a success in the slightest bit. But if I could get Gibraltar, I could pretend that it was a success. We're not going to get Gibraltar. They're just plowing all over us. Ugh, the Germans. Jeez, man. See, look at that. We're running out of supply. We're running out of everything. We still have that nice fallback line, though. The Germans can't do anything about that, so I guess there's that. Let's take a look at the rest of the world, shall we? Italy is getting wrecked in Africa, as they are wont to do. The war in China is still going on. That's amazing. Japan also has not joined the Axis. Also amazing. The United States, that has now jumped in on the action, I would predict are sending just scads and scads of Marines over. Yeah, look, so they've already taken back the Netherlands and Belgium. What? That doesn't make any sense at all. The Netherlands and Belgium are not part of this war. I just totally forgot that. Disregard. So they haven't done anything to the Netherlands and Belgium, but they are sort of fighting back. We are sort of fighting back here too, although it's not really doing much. We're literally throwing men at them. That's the only option we have at this point. Literally throwing ourselves whole hog at the British and South African and Australian troops. And it's barely doing anything. Look at this. Look at this disaster. We've got... It's just a mess, man. It's just a mess. Xin Kang joined the Comintern. Good for them. Big deal. Oh, man. What did we do wrong, aside from the things we talked about last episode that we did horribly, horribly wrong? Soviet Union has called Xin Kang into this as our ally. Cool. So they can send some dudes from halfway across the world. What are we working on now? Still anti-fascist diplomacy. That's right, because we're going at a snail's pace. Have had some frame rate issues these last few episodes. I am gonna fix that. Don't you worry your pretty little heads. I'm gonna fix it. Literally have a master's degree. It's gonna be okay. Here come the fascists plunging into Spain. They're gonna get the rock first. But are they going to get the rock is the question. The rock is tremendously fortified, and I believe the Brits have done the fortify the rock national focus, which gives them some free forts there. Much like the forts that I built with my labor in the Pyrenees, which did nothing. Because we were attacked from both directions. So we managed to take back like 7 or 10 provinces around Madrid. It's cool. And Nazi Germany has taken the rest of Spain, which is not cool. Not cool at all. Not cool at all. Romania, still not allied. Hungary, still not allied. Yugoslavia, destroyed. Albania, still existing. Pretty cool. Bulgaria, not aligned. Turkey, Greece. You know what? We set out to screw up history, and we definitely did that. Say what you will about what we've accomplished in this playthrough. We have really done a number on history. At the very least, we've got that going for us. So, eat it, you jerks. The fall of Gibraltar! Hey, look at that. The Germans did it. Good for them. Not good for anyone in the rest of the world. At all. Not us, not the United Kingdom, no one. And they are pushing out the rest of these British troops, and we are pushing out this one unit that we are for some reason struggling to take, and just like that, we have run out of territory to take. And now, Spain is this tiny little island. We call it Island Iberia. Island Iberia. Oh, they did a landing over here. Good for them. So we managed to make it out. We're going to pause it there. And we're going to call it there, friends. Because this is an unmitigated disaster. I'm not confident in our Soviet friends' ability to take Germany, because they apparently think they are playing Risk and not Hearts of Iron. So we're going to call it. We're going to take a look at the world map right now. Germany has all of Europe, thanks to us. You're welcome. The United Kingdom is getting beaten back. They are currently 57% of the way towards capitulation. Oh, I know what happened. It's because they formed the Franco-British Union. So now this is actually the United Kingdom. That's right. That's what happened. Does that mean they get... yeah, they get all of France. Wow, that was a mistake. So that's what happened, friends. We tried hard, we got wrecked, we had a good time in the Spanish Civil War, and we will see you next time on the Scob channel for some sweet, sweet democratic Germany action. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe.